Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Fiction Network. Understanding against heaven, I create the law of longevity in the Great Navigation. Lin Meng traveled through the world of Great Navigation and became an apprentice at the One Heart Taoist School in Frost Moon Village, gaining an incredible insight. At the beginning, he understood the breathing of all things and became a skilled swordsman. In the world of Great Navigation, even if the strong destroy mountains and seas, it is difficult to escape old age, illness, and death. Lin Meng, who possesses an incredible insight, decided to break the shackles of the world and create the law of longevity in the world of Great Navigation. You comprehend the breathing of all things, combine your own accumulated knowledge of cultivation, as well as your understanding of physique, dominance, and spirit, and create the 9 transformations of longevity method. You practice swordsmanship, comprehend swordsmanship, and combine various understandings of swordsmanship in your past life to create the true solution of swordsmanship. You delve deeply into and dissect the ability of Devil Fruit, and you suddenly realize that you have created the Devil Fruit Deprivation Technique. You study Thunderbolt Fruit, analyze the elemental transformation of natural system abilities. You have an epiphany, comprehend Thunderbolt Cultivation Method, and create Thunderbolt Body Refining Technique. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Understanding the adversity of heaven and understanding the breathing of all things, seeking. You are listening at novelfull.audio. East China Sea. Frost Moon Village. In the One Heart Dojo. A competition is currently underway. Both sides of the competition, a delicate girl around 10 years old and a mischievous child with green hair and a mischievous expression. Led by middle-aged warriors with black ponytails and glasses, the two sides of the competition are holding a simple ceremony before the competition in front of the altar. Salute to the altar. Salute to each other. The competition is starting. Well, this is. Standing in the apprentice queue next to him, watching Lin Meng compete in the dojo, a similar scene suddenly appeared in his mind. In an instant, Lin Meng regained his senses, his eyes flashing with a hint of enlightenment. I have traveled, and I have also traveled to the world of the One Piece King. My current identity is as an apprentice who has just joined the Isin dojo. Well, it's not accurate either. I should have been reborn into the world of the One Piece and have never been able to awaken Su Hui from her past life. Until now, encountering the young Sauron challenge at the One Heart Dojo and the first competition with Gueina, the familiar scene has awakened me from my previous life, Su Hui. Although Lin Meng may not be a fan of Shanghai Thieves in his past life, he still has a rough understanding of the One Piece anime. So upon seeing familiar scenes, memories deep in my mind are stimulated, and I suddenly realize my past and present lives. The One Piece world, this is not a safe world. Pirates are rampant, and the strong run rampant. Even the self-proclaimed righteous navy upholds only the corrupt justice under the world political order. Only by strengthening oneself and becoming a strong person can one have the qualification to live a bit more freely and comfortably in this world. With a surge of thoughts, Lin Meng gained a rough understanding of the world of the Pirate King based on his past life memories. In the world of One Piece, it's not easy for ordinary people to become strong. Unless you're lucky enough to eat a powerful demon fruit, there are only 2 ways to do it. Physical skills and swordsmanship. Fortunately, I have now joined the Isin dojo and am able to learn swordsmanship. But is my talent for practicing swordsmanship sufficient? Looking at his tender hands, Lin Meng pondered in his heart. He is only 10 years old now and has just joined the Isin dojo, beginning to learn swordsmanship. But Lin Meng is well aware that without sufficient talent, it is difficult to achieve success in swordsmanship. You have gained a clear understanding of your past and present lives, and have received gifts from the original world. You have acquired an incredible level of intelligence talent. At this moment, a message flashed through Lin Meng's mind. Next, Lin Meng only felt a refreshing sensation in his mind, and his brain felt very relaxed, as if some kind of shackles had been broken. Heavenly level intelligence talent. This should be my golden finger. Lin Meng clenched his excited hands, took a few deep breaths, and suppressed the uncontrollable excitement in his heart. After a moment, Lin Meng breathed a light sigh, calmed down, and pondered how to use his incredible intelligence talent to strengthen himself. Pain and pain. Damn it, don't underestimate me. I will definitely defeat you. At this moment, the young Sauron, who had been struck hard by a vertical slash from the bamboo sword of Gueina, fell to the ground and shouted unwillingly. Lin Meng also regained his senses and looked over. Although Sauron was full of unwillingness in his childhood, he failed the challenge and still kept his promise to join the One Heart Dojo. Alright, Gueina, take your apprentices and start today's swordsmanship practice. After a farce of kicking the gym, Frost Moon Genjiro squinted his eyes and said to Gueina. Although Gueina is only 10 years old, she has been living in a dojo since childhood and has been practicing swordsmanship since childhood, so her strength is not inferior to that of adults. Having sufficient qualifications to teach apprentices swordsmanship practice. Okay, father. Gueina responded. Then he walked up to the apprentice in the dojo and began teaching him the cultivation of swordsmanship. Sauron, who had just been defeated by her, now put away his mischievous expression and listened attentively to Gueina's teachings. Lin Meng stood among the apprentices, holding a bamboo sword in his hand, listening to Gueina's teachings and beginning to practice swordsmanship. In the cultivation of swordsmanship, Lin Meng is also exploring how to use the supernatural level intelligence talent. He soon discovered the use of the supernatural intelligence talent after having specific relevant knowledge or information as a basis. His incredible intelligence talent can enable him to suddenly comprehend and deduce new content or knowledge, and completely adapt it to himself. Just like the cultivation of swordsmanship, you have listened to the knowledge of basic swordsmanship cultivation and comprehended the Lin Meng version of basic swordsmanship. After being taught by Gueina once, Lin Meng has fully mastered the foundation of swordsmanship cultivation with the blessing of his intellect. And it can also be adjusted to the most suitable swordsmanship cultivation method according to his own specific situation. Although it is only basic swordsmanship, in the world of One Piece, this is also a way to become a strong person. As a traveler from the ordinary world, Lin Meng was completely immersed in this extraordinary power that could strengthen himself for the first time. Because every time Lin Meng waved his bamboo sword and practiced swordsmanship, he could clearly feel that he was gradually becoming stronger. This constantly strengthening feeling makes him unable to stop. I remember the division of swordsmanship powerhouses in anime, as if they were swordsman, and great swordsman. To step from a swordsman to a swordsman, one needs to understand the breadth of all things in order to become a slaying iron swordsman. 99 out of 9 swordsmen have been stopped at this level. How can one perceive the breathing of all things? While practicing swordsmanship with his sword, Lin Meng recalled the information about swordsmanship cultivation from the anime of One Piece in his previous life. If you want to go further in swordsmanship practice, you cannot bypass the level of understanding the breadth of all things. So while wielding his sword to practice swordsmanship, Lin Meng constantly adjusted his breathing, focused and composed himself, carefully comprehending all the information in swordsmanship practice. Sauron is truly the child of an old friend, with excellent swordsmanship talent. Under the first guidance of Gueina, he has gradually begun to learn. Not bad, not bad. Sitting cross-legged under the altar, Frost Moon Farmer Si Lang watched as Sauron's swordsmanship gradually began to learn. He nodded in satisfaction and then looked at the other apprentices. Every time I swing my sword, it gives people a natural feeling. What a powerful talent and insight in swordsmanship. This is simply a natural seed of a great swordsman. Suddenly, Frost Moon Farmer's gaze stopped and he looked at Lin Meng, who had already entered a state of selflessness among the apprentices, exclaiming in his heart. He is Lin Meng, who just joined the dojo today and is the child of the villagers in Frost Moon Village. I didn't expect real dragons to appear among the children of the villagers, and I found treasures, said Frost Moon Farmer with great joy in his heart. Isin Daochang was established in Shuangyue village. Most villagers in the village send their children to the dojo to learn swordsmanship. However, most of the village children have mediocre swordsmanship talents. I didn't expect an apprentice with such incredible swordsmanship talent to emerge today. You should know that Sauron, who inherited his old friend's swordsmanship talent, is only at the beginning of his swordsmanship at this moment. And Lin Meng's swordsmanship is not only beginner, but also embarked on his own path of swordsmanship. This is very rare. Many swordsmen have been practicing for their entire lives and have never been able to find their own path in swordsmanship. And just as Frost Moon Farmer Silang nodded slightly to Lin Meng's satisfaction, suddenly, under his glasses, his slightly narrowed eyes suddenly opened and he looked at Lin Meng with an incredulous expression. 1. All things breathe. How could this be possible? Chapter 2. Awakening to the top, seeing, hearing, and being dominant, Sauron invites. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Based on basic swordsmanship, you perceive your own breathing in everything around you, feel the rhythm of all things breathing, and comprehend all things breathing. Is this the feeling of understanding the breath of all things? Sure enough, my guess is correct. The breathing of all things in the slaying iron sword hero is related to his domineering aura. Perhaps I can awaken the aura of seeing, hearing, and color again through the breath of all things I comprehend. Lin Meng, who slowly swung his bamboo sword, felt the rhythm of the sword dancing in the air, the breath emanating from the bamboo sword, the trajectory and aura of scattered dust in the air, the breathing, heartbeat, emotions, and other auras of the apprentices around everything appeared in Lin Meng's perception at this moment. This feeling reminded Lin Meng of his memory of the domineering descriptions he had seen and heard in the world of One Piece. Therefore, after realizing the breathing of all things, he speculated that it was related to the dominance of seeing, hearing, and color. So, Lin Meng's cultivation of swordsmanship did not stop. Concentrate, on the basis of understanding the breath of all things, continue to perceive all the information around you. Attempting to awaken his domineering aura through his observations and emotions. At this moment, Lin Meng's spirit seemed to scatter into countless threads, carefully examining everything around him. Through the breathing of all things and the information related to the aura of seeing, hearing, and color, you have come to understand and comprehend the top-notch information exploration of the aura of seeing, hearing, and color. Top-tier visual and visual dominance. Information exploration. Through visual and visual dominance, one can discover information about various things. Top-tier sight, hearing, and color are domineering. After realizing that he had comprehended the dominance of top-tier women, Lin Meng felt a sense of joy in his heart. Seeing, hearing, and being domineering is the power to strongly feel the other person's voice and breath. By observing and hearing the aura of color and aura, one can extract enemy positions, numbers, and possible actions that the opponent may take in the next moment beyond their field of view. However, this is just an ordinary ability to see, hear, and be domineering, and its scope and intensity vary from person to person. On this basis, there is also the ability to predict the future and feel the thoughts and emotions of the other party, and convey the user's own consciousness to others, even changing the other person's values and ideological consciousness with a domineering aura. Only those who awaken the top-notch aura of seeing and hearing can possess these special abilities. Now, Lin Meng's awakened vision and aura are at the top level. Information exploration. The Jian Wen Sei that did not appear in the original work is my own top-notch and domineering Jian Wen Sei. Looking back, there is no relevant information in the One Piece anime that Lin Meng has watched. However, there are even fewer people who can awaken the domineering aura of top-tier women than those with dominant colors. Different people have different types of awakened top-notch knowledge, color, and dominance. Moreover, the One Piece anime is only a world unfolded visually by the protagonist Luffy and his team, and the information revealed is definitely not comprehensive. Now that Lin Meng has come to understand his own top-notch knowledge and dominance, he is very surprised in his heart. In an instant, Lin Meng understood the ability of seeing, hearing, and seeking information through his supernatural intelligence. Name: Roranoa Sauron. Gender: male. Age: 8 years old. Strength: beginner swordsman. Ability: basic swordsmanship. Name: Frost Moon Gueina. Gender: female. Age: 10 years old. Strength: advanced swordsman. Ability: basic swordsmanship. Lin Meng's sight and hearing swept over Sauron and Gueina. The basic information of the two flashed through his mind one by one. This is just a preliminary application of the ability to observe, hear, and perceive information. Can my current ability to see, hear, and be domineering reveal the situation of teacher Geng Shiro? Lin Meng's mind twitched. Still maintaining a state of practicing swordsmanship. However, his aura had already dissipated, sweeping over the location of Frost Moon Farmer. Name: Frost Moon Farming. Shiro. Gender: male. Age: 36. Strength: great sword hero. Ability: One Heart Flow Swordsmanship, breathing of everything, seeing and hearing. Colorful dominance, advanced, armed. Colorful dominance, advanced. Flowing Sakura. As Lin Meng saw and heard the domineering aura sweeping over Frost Moon Geng Shiro, basic information about him flashed through his mind one by one. Unexpectedly, I really found out about teacher Geng Shilang's information. Undoubtedly, it is top-notch in terms of visibility and dominance. De Jianhao, Professor Geng Shilang's strength is similar to what I guessed. Lin Meng sighed in his heart. His aura of seeing and hearing has just awakened, and in terms of range and intensity, he can only be considered as having just reached the level of primary seeing and hearing aura. However, in terms of quality, the top-notch color dominance is immediately fully realized upon awakening. Not only that, Lin Meng can feel that his insights and information exploration have a lot of potential to be deeply explored. This feeling. Yes. Seeing and hearing about the domineering color. Isn't Lin Meng a natural awakener of color and dominance? If that's the case, no wonder he has just started practicing swordsmanship and can reach the realm of understanding the breadth of all things. Even so, this talent is very terrifying. Sitting cross-legged, Frost Moon Farmer Si Lang sensed the aura of Lin Meng's aura, and his slightly narrowed eyes flashed with a hint of brilliance. Just now, he was startled by Lin Meng's sudden realization of the breathing realm of all things. After all, as soon as I started practicing swordsmanship, I immediately understood the breathing of all things and reached the realm of slaying iron swordsmen. It's really a bit scary. However, upon learning that Lin Meng may have been born to awaken his domineering aura, Frost Moon Farmer Si Lang breathed a sigh of relief instead. As a great swordsman, he naturally knows that there is a connection between the breathing realm of slaying all things and the dominance of seeing, hearing, and color. So, even though Lin Meng's terrifying qualifications still shocked him, they were still within his understanding. At this moment, Frost Moon Farming 4 Lang looked at the young figure of Lin Meng, who was practicing swordsmanship. It feels like witnessing a top powerhouse who will surely become famous in the future, slowly rising. Lin Meng, Sauron, you two come with me together. Others, you can leave now. After the morning swordsmanship practice is over. The Frost Moon cultivates the 4 Langs and calls them Lin Meng and Sorong. The other apprentices left the Isin dojo and returned to their respective homes. Lin Meng and Sauron followed Frost Moon Geng Shiro to the bottom of the altar, while Gueina stood by curiously watching. Lin Meng and Sorong, are you two willing to truly join the One Heart dojo and become my disciples who close the door? Frost Moon Geng Shiro smiled and said. Sure enough. Lin Meng's eyes lit up slightly. When Lin Meng heard Frost Moon Geng Shiro call him before, he actually had a guess in his heart. Most of the apprentices of the One Heart dojo are actually just apprentices of the dojo. Enter the dojo, learn 1 or 2 moves and use them for self-defense. On top of this, there are also closed-door disciples who specialize in worshipping the Master Frost Moon Gung Silang sect. Not only can one learn various core knowledge such as One Heart Flow Swordsmanship, which is the core of One Heart Dojo, but also the disciples who close the door have the right to inherit the dojo. Of course, Lin Meng currently has no idea about the inheritance rights of Isin Dao Chang. However, if inheriting the One Heart Dojo, are you going to marry Gueina? Although Lin Meng had no thoughts for the time being, he still looked curiously at Gueina beside him. At this moment, Gueina was also somewhat surprised as she looked at her father, Shuiwe Shiro. I didn't expect him to take Lin Meng and Sauron as disciples of the closed door. So Gueina looked curiously at Lin Meng and Sauron. The green algae head looks mischievous and silly. Lin Meng. I didn't notice it before, it looks very sunny and has an attractive temperament. Gueina couldn't help but comment in her heart. As she looked at Lin Meng, she met his gaze and her cheeks blushed slightly. Humph, there's no need to ask. Didn't I already join your team? I will practice hard and I will definitely defeat you, said Sauron, who was very straightforward when he was young. Lin Meng nodded lightly and said, yes. He has no resistance to worshipping Frost Moon Shiro as his teacher. The strength of Frost Moon Gung Shiro, the great swordsman, is currently sufficient to be his teacher. Moreover, according to my memory, there were not many rules under the Frost Moon Gung Silang sect. Okay, then in the order of entry, Lin Meng, you joined before Sauron, it's his senior brother. Frost Moon Gung Silang squinted his eyes and said with a smile, but before he could finish speaking, he was interrupted by Sorong. Teacher, I disagree. If you want to be my senior brother, defeat me first. I won't lose to anyone again until I defeat that woman. On the mischievous face of the young green algae, full of fighting spirit, he said. At the same time, he looked at Lin Meng with provocative eyes and wanted to compete. Chapter 3. One Sword, Seconds of Sorong, Stronger Body. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Frost Moon Farmer Shiro looked at Sorong, who had a determined expression on his face, and gently rapped his head, smiling silently. He knew that Lin Meng had just comprehended the breathing of all things and reached the realm of slaying iron swordsmen. Even though Lin Meng is still young, his physique and strength are not enough to support the level of the Iron Sword hero. But this is not something that ordinary swordsmen can challenge. Moreover, Sauron is just a novice swordsman. However, it's not easy for Frost Moon Farmer Shiro to directly tell Sorong. So he looked at Lin Meng and asked with a smile, Lin Meng, what are your thoughts? Lin Meng's heart inexplicably tightened as he noticed the faint smile on Frost Moon Shiro's face as he looked at him. Teacher Gengselang should have noticed that I have comprehended the breathing of all things and reached the realm of slaying the Iron Sword hero. He truly deserves to be a great swordsman, his perception is so keen. Although there was no explicit statement, Lin Meng could be certain in his heart that Frost Moon Farmer Si Lang already knew. But it doesn't matter, Lin Meng didn't originally plan to hide it. Showcasing strength and talent appropriately can lead to better growth and development resources. Otherwise, Frost Moon Farmer Shiro wouldn't have accepted him as a closed-door disciple now. Sure, Teacher Gengselang, Lin Meng nodded. Frost Moon Shiro smiled and said, well then, you'll have to show mercy later. Damn it, teacher, are you not optimistic about me at all? Sauron was immediately displeased. He had previously understood that Lin Meng, like him, only joined the One Heart Dojo today. He is only 1 or 2 years older than him. But so what? He used to be the invincible little tyrant in the village. Among my peers, except for Gueina, I haven't lost yet. Therefore, upon hearing that Frost Moon Shiro had asked Lin Meng to show mercy to him, Sauron immediately felt angry and very unhappy. I plan to defeat Lin Meng later and become his senior brother. Father, is it too arbitrary to expect Lin Meng to be so optimistic? Yina on the side glanced at Lin Meng with some differences. Previously, in a competition with Sauron, although she easily defeated Sauron, she still recognized Sauron's strength. The brute force on the green algae head is not something that other apprentices of the same age in the dojo can handle. In Yina's view, with just his overbearing physical fitness, Sauron surpassed all the apprentices in the current dojo. As for Lin Meng, Yina has some impression that she is the child of the villagers in Frost Moon Village. Although he looks handsome and sunny, his qualifications should be similar to those of other village children, let alone he has just started practicing swordsmanship. In this situation, both sides actually rely mainly on physical brute force to fight. How could Lin Meng defeat Sauron? Now, father, surprisingly asked Lin Meng to show mercy to Lin, a subordinate of Sauron. This surprised Gueina very much. What's special about you? Yina looked curiously at Lin Meng. Salute to the altar. Salute each other. The competition is starting. After completing the simple swordsman competition etiquette, Lin Meng held a bamboo sword in his hand and lightly waved it twice, signaling to let Sauron attack first. Damn it, you dare to underestimate me. Let me teach you a lesson. Sorong, holding a bamboo sword in both hands, assumed an attacking posture and looked at Lin Meng's gentle expression, his eyes flashing with ferocity. He was also polite and relied on brute force, waving his bamboo swords in both hands and attacking Lin Meng from front to back. At this moment, Lin Meng closed his eyes, and under the perception of the aura of seeing and hearing, every move of Sauron was noticed by him. Slightly move half a step to the right and easily avoid Sauron's attack. Subsequently, Lin Meng lightly picked up his bamboo sword and swung it down from top to bottom, as if it were slow and heavy. Bang! Just like Yina's previous attack position, the bamboo sword instantly landed heavily in the center of Sauron's forehead. At the next moment, Sauron was knocked down to the ground, and the bamboo swords in both hands fell off and fell to the ground. Lin Meng scored 1 point, that's it. Frost Moon Farmer announced. Damn it, I failed again. Sauron was very unwilling. However, he was also very straightforward and said without a hint of discouragement. Senior brother Lin Meng, I will practice hard and I will definitely win back next time. Okay, I'll wait for you, Lin Meng replied with a smile. Very good, very backbone. Frost Moon Farmer looked at Sauron with approval in his eyes and said. However, he understood in his heart that with Lin Meng's terrifying swordsmanship, as long as he did not fall into self-degradation halfway through, it would be very difficult for Sauron to catch up. Lin Meng surprisingly defeated Sauron so easily. Has he ever learned swordsmanship before? And just now, he even closed his eyes. It was even easier for him to detect Sauron's attack when he closed his eyes. What was the situation? Seeing Lin Meng defeat Sauron so easily, Yina was very surprised, and at the same time, she also had many doubts in her mind. So she directly asked Frost Moon Farmer Shiro, Father, why could Lin Meng still detect Sauron's attack when he just closed his eyes? Yeah, Lin Meng just closed his eyes and defeated me. Sauron also regained his senses, with an incredulous expression on his face. Frost Moon Shiro explained, that is a kind of domineering aura. Seeing and hearing the domineering colors can perceive and predict the actions of opponents. Father, can I learn this kind of domineering aura? Yina's eyes lit up instantly. Sauron quickly perked up his ears to listen. Sure. Frost Moon Farmer Silo remained silent for a moment and said, but to learn to be domineering, you need a strong body. You are still too young, grow your body first, and establish a solid foundation. Dominance is not what you are considering now. As for Lin Meng. Frost Moon Farmer Shiro paused and looked at Lin Meng. Lin Meng nodded. Frost Moon Farmer nodded and continued, Lin Meng should be a natural awakener of color dominance. This situation is very rare and not for reference. Does Geng Xilang think I am a natural awakener of the power of seeing and hearing colors? That's good, I don't need to explain too much about the origin of the power of seeing and hearing colors. Lin Meng listened to Frost Moon's explanation and nodded secretly. Born. That's great. Yina looked enviously at Lin Meng and thought firmly in her heart, I must also learn the power of dominance as soon as possible. Damn it, that's how I lost. Sauron clenched his small fist and looked at Lin Meng with fighting spirit. Lin Meng, when I learn this aura of seeing and hearing, I will definitely defeat you. Lin Meng nodded and said, sure, I'll wait for you. Lin Meng, you are born to awaken the dominance of sight, smell, and color. This is your talent. At this moment, Frost Moon Farmer looked at Lin Meng and said seriously. However, domineering refers to the use of potential power deep within the body, and a strong body can better support the use of domineering. You are too young now and your body is still very young. You must not overuse your domineering power, otherwise it will only damage your own potential. Lin Meng nodded and said, I understand, Teacher Geng Xilang. Indeed, at the age of 10, the body has not yet grown and is not strong enough. Lin Meng looked at his tender hands and thought to himself, I need a method to strengthen my physical fitness. Chapter 4. Lin Meng's ambition to create the law of longevity. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yina, are you going to see if lunch is ready? Frost Moon Farmer looked at Yina and said. Then he turned his head to look at Lin Meng and Sauron, and continued. It's noon. You can stay at the dojo to eat today, and you can also come to the dojo for dinner in the future. There are still many vacant rooms in the dojo, and you can also stay there if you want. As the words fell, Frost Moon Farmer looked at Lin Meng and Sauron with a smile. Sauron was entrusted to him after his old friend passed away. If it weren't for him secretly leading the way, it would be difficult to find the position of Isan Dao Chang smoothly with the level of Sorong Road's obsession. As for Lin Meng, he had also consulted with the Taoist school before to gain a detailed understanding. Lin Meng is indeed a child from Shuangyue village. His ancestors came from the flower country of the West Sea and were stranded in Frost Moon village in a shipwreck, so they settled here. For 3 generations, Lin Meng has become an authentic member of Frost Moon village. And currently, Lin Meng's situation is similar to that of Sauron, and he is also an orphan. That's why Frost Moon Farming 4 Langkai said so. It's needless to say, I've already joined your dojo. Sauron responded forcefully. However, Lin Meng could see that Sauron was just pretending to be tough. Lin Meng smiled and replied, okay, Teacher Geng Xilang. Lin Meng has already understood his current situation. His parents and mother passed away from illness when he was young. My father is a fisherman. A week ago, he went out to sea to catch fish but unfortunately encountered a pirate and was killed. So currently he is in an orphan state. This is also the reason why he does not resist his apprenticeship to Frost Moon Farmer. In the future, you can grow with peace of mind under the protection of Frost Moon Farmer Shiro, who has the strength of a great swordsman. During lunch, Lin Meng was eating while feeling the process of food entering the gastrointestinal tract from the esophagus, being digested into the nutrients needed by the body, and then being absorbed by the body. At the same time, I am thinking of various ideas from novels and animations I have read in my past life about strengthening my body through eating. Eat at 7 points and practice at 3 points. At the current stage, Lin Meng understands that eating is the best way to quickly improve and strengthen his physique. So, while eating, I realized the operation of the digestive system in my body. Quickly, a glimmer of enlightenment flooded into his mind, by perceiving the operation of the human digestive system and combining it with some creative ideas, you have an epiphany, and you have comprehended the art of food element. Shiwan Technique. You can quickly improve your physical fitness by swallowing a large amount of food while strengthening your foundation and nurturing your health. The name of Xiuan art was chosen by Lin Meng himself. Lin Meng can choose his own name through his incredible level of understanding, new abilities, or knowledge of cultivation. Not bad, with the element eating technique, I can quickly strengthen this tender body, Lin Meng whispered in his heart. After creating methods that could improve physical fitness, Lin Meng also breathed a sigh of relief. In this way, even a young body cannot prevent him from becoming stronger. Why are you all looking at me? Awakened from the realization of creation. Lin Meng noticed that Gueina, Sauron, and Frost Moon Shiro were all looking at him with a surprised expression, feeling puzzled. Yes, in order to perceive the body's digestive system, I unknowingly ate so much food during the process of creating the element of food. No wonder they look at me like monsters. Looking back a little longer, Lin Meng understood and a helpless smile appeared on his face. Damn it, I even lost to you in eating. Sauron was very unwilling. After losing to Lin Meng in the swordsmanship competition, Sauron wanted to surpass him in eating. Unexpectedly, he even lost to Lin Meng for his expertise in eating. 2 buckets of rice. Gueina sighed silently. Being able to eat is also a good thing, said Frost Moon Farmer with a smile. After meals, Lin Meng left Isin Dojo and arrived at a remote wooden house near the sea in Frost Moon Village. This is his original home. Although I am apprentice to Frost Moon Farming 4 Langs, I can live in Isin Daochang in the future. But Lin Meng also had no intention of giving up the original wooden house. Returning to the cabin and being alone, Lin Meng couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Through time, awakened Su Hui. Obtaining an incredible level of comprehension talent. Worshipping Master Frost Moon Farming 4 Langs. Lin Meng began to slowly reflect on what had happened this morning in his mind. At the same time, he is also thinking about what to do next. Having an incredible level of comprehension talent, as soon as I started practicing swordsmanship, I comprehended the breathing of all things and reached the realm of slaying iron swords. And now there is also the creation of the element eating technique, which can quickly strengthen the body through eating. Lin Meng is well aware that as long as he is given enough time to grow and develop, becoming an emperor-level powerhouse in the world of pirates, and even dominating the world of subversion, it is not a problem. But are these enough? Lin Meng asked himself. In the world of pirates, even the pirate king Gold Roger, who dominated an era, was tortured to death by illness. As strong as a white beard, in old age, one may also be weak, only able to become a remnant of the old era and die tragically. Even like Gueina, she died laughably from falling down the stairs. Human life is both tenacious and so fragile and short. Recalling the final outcome of the powerful figures in the world of One Piece in the anime, Lin Meng deeply sighed. I have such an incredible talent for understanding that I can become a so-called king-level powerhouse and dominate the sea just by following the rules, but that would be a waste of my talent. At this moment, Lin Meng had already made a decision in his heart: I want to create a way to be immortal in this world. I not only want to conquer the power of the world, but also want eternal life. Having found the goal to strive for, the bright light in Lin Meng's eyes flickered like a scorching flame, enduring for a long time. Chapter 5. Creative Ideas, Gueina's Request, Seeking. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After a moment, Lin Meng slowly closed his eyes and fell into silence. Start thinking about how to gradually achieve his goal of creating the method of longevity. After all, the idea is very good. But the One Piece world is clearly a world that only cultivates nature but not destiny. Whether it is a demon fruit-capable person, a physical skill-strong person, or a swordsman, they only pursue polishing to enhance their physical dominance and obtain stronger combat power. I basically don't think about whether I can practice and achieve longevity, or even longevity, so there is little knowledge about how to live a long life or even grow up in practice. Based on memory in the mind, Lin Meng knew that Dr. Kureha from Magu Island should have lived for a long time. Obviously, medical skills should be helpful for him to create the method of longevity. Secondly, Lin Meng knows that the aging of surgical results is related to longevity. Surgical fruits, and even various types of demon fruits, can serve as materials for his creation of longevity. Medical skills and demonic fruits. Devil's fruit is temporarily difficult to obtain. At present, perhaps we can first find a breakthrough in medical skills. Lin Meng whispered in his heart and had a preliminary idea. However, although I have preliminary ideas on creating longevity methods. But Lin Meng did not rush to search for medical knowledge. Instead, he piloted a small fishing boat and rowed to the sea, intending to catch fish. Because Lin Meng is well aware that at this stage, what he needs is to strengthen himself as soon as possible. As for advanced medical knowledge and demonic fruits, once their strength is strong, they can be more easily obtained and can also be defended. After all, this is a chaotic and turbulent world where the strong prioritize the pirate king. Before the strength to suppress the sea, strength must always be in the first place. To build a strong physique, just having 3 normal meals a day is obviously not enough. I need to get more extra food. Standing on the fishing boat, Lin Meng touched his stomach. The food eaten at noon has been digested and absorbed under the Shiuan technique. The nutrition he received slightly improved his physical fitness, but that's not enough. Lin Meng needs more food, and the best source of food is the sea. Coincidentally, Lin Meng is the child of a fisherman, who has been exposed to and has long mastered proficient fishing techniques. Looking at the endless ocean, Lin Meng pondered for a moment, recalling various fishing knowledge in his mind. You have reviewed your fishing knowledge and gained new insights, and your fishing skills have reached an advanced level. Lin Meng suddenly had a new understanding of fishing. Looking at the ocean, pausing for a moment, finding the right direction and throwing the fishing net directly. As the fishing net falls into the sea, the calm sea rolls in the next moment. Undoubtedly, it's an advanced fishing technique, and now we have caught the goods. Lin Meng was excited and grabbed the fishing net, pulling back the big fish he had caught. Soon, he saw a blue-scaled tuna that was 3 meters long and weighed 300 to 400 pounds trapped in the fishing net. What a big fish! This meal will definitely make my body much stronger. Capturing such a large tuna made Lin Meng feel very happy. With such formidable fishing skills, he will be able to continuously obtain enough food to grow. At present, food is the source of strength for him. Carrying blue-scaled tuna, Lin Meng returned smoothly to Frost Moon Village. Next to his wooden house, a fire was set up and the processed blue-scaled tuna was grilled on the fire. In no time, the rich aroma of grilled fish emanated from the blue-scaled tuna. After the bluefin tuna was roasted, Lin Meng immediately began to feast on it. As the fish is swallowed into the mouth, the elemental technique operates to digest and decompose the food. Lin Meng only felt that under the operation of the element eating technique, his intestines and stomach were warm, and at the same time, warm heat flowed into his limbs and bones along the meridians. Under the powerful perception of his aura, Lin Meng could clearly feel his body rapidly strengthening bit by bit. The effect of the eating element technique is good, and I truly created it according to the idea of the Liuku Immortal Thief. Lin Meng nodded in satisfaction. When creating the food element technique, he referred to the idea in his mind about the one of the 8 strange skills in one-person anime, the 6 library Immortal Thieves. In fact, Lin Meng originally planned to directly replicate the Liuku Immortal Thief. It's just a meal, the time for enlightenment is too short. In addition, different worlds have different rules, and his accumulation of relevant knowledge is also insufficient. So in the end, a compromise was made to create a food element technique that had some of the 6 treasures Immortal Thief effects. I didn't expect the effect to be so good when it was just a compromise to create the element eating technique. Lin Meng believes that with just a little more time and knowledge, he can definitely create a pirate version of the Liuku Immortal Thief. At that time, his digestive system will have a stronger absorption and transformation effect, and the speed of strengthening will also be faster. It smells so good, what a big fish. Lin Meng, you ate so much for lunch, aren't you full yet? Gueina approached and looked at the 300 to 400 pounds of blue scale tuna on the fire and Lin Meng feasting on them, her face showing an extremely surprised expression. Looking at Lin Meng's belly from time to time. She was very puzzled, why didn't Lin Meng's stomach bulge after eating so much food? Gueina, what's up? Lin Meng smiled and opened his mouth, handing over a piece of fish. Come, have some, he said, it's delicious. Gueina took the grilled fish and ate it without hesitation, praising it. Subsequently, Gueina stood by the fire, looking at Lin Meng, wanting to speak but unsure of what to say, and fell into a somewhat conflicted silence. Tell me, if there's anything I can do, I'll definitely help. Lin Meng noticed Gueina's entanglement and couldn't help but smile. He actually had a guess in his heart and asked. Gueina's cheeks turned slightly red and she mustered up the courage to say, Lin Meng, can you teach me how to awaken the dominance of seeing and hearing colors? Awakening, seeing, hearing, and being domineering. Lin Meng smiled and estimated that Gueina had come to find him for this. My perception of color dominance is self-realization and awakening, but if you want to teach others to awaken, it's best to have a step-by-step cultivation method. After a moment of contemplation, Lin Meng thought of it and immediately realized it. You have realized your own perception of color dominance, and you have also mastered the cultivation method of seeing and hearing color dominance. After a moment, Lin Meng pushed back with his own dominance based on his own observations and observations. With the blessing of the supernatural insight, I quickly grasped a set of methods for practicing the domineering aura of seeing, hearing, and seeing. No, can't we? Noticing that Lin Meng had not responded for a long time, Gueina murmured somewhat dejectedly. Gueina has been tirelessly striving to become stronger, just to prove to her father that even with gender differences, she can still become a great swordsman. Today, when I saw Lin Meng using his aura of seeing, hearing, and color, this magical power immediately caught her eye. And she made up her mind to learn how to be domineering when seeing and hearing, that's why she came alone to find Lin Meng. Sure. Just as Gueina was feeling frustrated and about to give up, Lin Meng slowly spoke up. Really? Gueina suddenly looked at Lin Meng with surprise. Yes, but I have a condition. Lin Meng looked at Gueina and said with a smile. New book set sale, seeking flowers, seeking monthly tickets, seeking evaluation tickets, seeking support. New book set sale, seeking flowers, seeking monthly tickets, seeking evaluation tickets, seeking support. Chapter 6. Medical Techniques and Medicinal Bath, Advanced 6 Treasures Immortal Thieves. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What? What conditions? Noticing Lin Meng's gaze scrutinizing himself up and down, Gueina suddenly felt a slight stiffness and fever in her body, and her cheeks blushed slightly as she asked. Haha, don't worry, I won't eat you again. Lin Meng was curious to find that Gueina was so shy when he glanced at her. He didn't expect that Gueina, who had always maintained a stern and aloof demeanor as a senior sister in the dojo, would still have such a side. However, Lin Meng also knew that too much was not enough, so he quickly smiled and said, the conditions are actually very simple. I want to study medical skills. Can you help me get some medical books? Do you study medicine? Upon hearing that it was not an excessive demand, Gueina breathed a sigh of relief in her heart, but for some unknown reason, she felt a hint of disappointment. Lin Meng took a bite of the fish and smiled, saying, why, can't we? Sure, I remember there were some medical books in the dojo, and I also know the doctors in the village. I can get some medical books from them. Gueina quickly replied. That's enough. Come over and I'll teach you the practice of seeing, hearing, and domineering. Lin Meng smiled and waved, pointing to the position next to him. Gueina blushed slightly and walked over to Lin Meng's side to sit down. Lin Meng turned over and whispered in Gueina's ear, "Don't talk yet. Sauron is also nearby, please tease him." Sauron. Gueina was taken aback and thought of her private meeting with Lin Meng. When a third party found out, her originally slightly red cheeks immediately turned red. However, she quickly recovered, calmed down a bit, and understood that Sauron's purpose for coming here should be the same as hers. At this moment, in Lin Meng's perception of seeing and hearing colors, Sauron was hiding behind a tree next to the small wooden house, anxiously scratching his face and looking conflicted. Why is Gueina here? The grilled fish has a delicious taste. Originally, Gueina was also here to learn from Lin Meng about her domineering appearance. Damn it, if Gueina learns to be domineering before me, wouldn't it be even harder for me to defeat her? If not, I also need to learn to be domineering. There are still conditions for learning to see, hear, and be domineering. Medical book, I remember my dad used to put me in a green medicinal bath to take a bath. I wonder if that medicinal bath prescription is okay. Gueina sat over, is Lin Meng going to teach her how to see and hear the domineering colors? Eavesdropping is not good. Right. Just listen for a while. The voice is so low, I can't hear it anymore. But if I go out now, will it disturb them? At this moment, various chaotic thoughts came to Sauron's mind, entangled in the same place, unsure of what to do. Sauron, stop circling behind the tree and come out. At this moment, Lin Meng's voice came, interrupting Sauron's wild thoughts. Sauron scratched his green algae head, his stubborn face carrying a rare awkward blush. Huh, Lin Meng, Gueina, you guys are also here, what a coincidence. Sauron said in a casual manner, but his voice couldn't help but decrease as he watched Lin Meng and Gueina gaze over him. Sauron, come on, what's up with you? Lin Meng smiled and asked directly. Senior brother Lin Meng, I also want to learn from you how to be domineering. Sorong took a deep breath and said seriously. Then he lifted his hand and showed the muscles on his little hand, then said, I don't have a medical book, but I have a prescription for a medicinal bath. I'm so healthy, it's because I took a medicinal bath when I was a child. Medicated bath prescription. Lin Meng's eyes lit up slightly and he nodded. Sure, you can come over too, Sauron. Upon hearing Lin Meng's agreement, Sauron smiled on his face. Looking at Sauron walking by, Gueina snorted softly and unconsciously moved her body a few more times towards Lin Meng's position. Hegemony is a potential power that all humans possess, and this power is an innate ability. Without a specific and powerful body, it is very difficult to awaken one's dominance. However, seeing and hearing about color dominance doesn't require much physical strength, and having me around is not a problem. Alright, listen up, let me now explain to you the practice of seeing, hearing, and domineering. Looking at Gueina and Sauron with a serious expression on their faces, Lin Meng nodded in satisfaction and began explaining the method of practicing the domineering aura of seeing and hearing. After practicing my seeing, hearing, and colorful dominance cultivation method, you can quickly awaken your seeing, hearing, and colorful dominance within a week or a month. Quickly, Lin Meng confidently said after explaining the practice of color dominance. So powerful, Gueina, I'm sure I can awaken my aura before you do. Upon hearing this, Sauron immediately looked at Gueina with fighting spirit. Naivety, Gueina hummed softly. But she also felt a sense of urgency in her heart, she didn't want to be surpassed by Sauron. I didn't continue to pay attention to Sauron because at this moment, Gueina looked at Lin Meng with a look of admiration in her eyes. Girl Huichuan, after several encounters, Gueina has become very fond of Lin Meng. In the following days, Gueina often ran to Lin Meng's place. While enjoying the meal, please ask Lin Meng to guide her in practicing the domineering aura of seeing and hearing. At the same time, it also brought various medical books to Lin Meng. During this period, Sauron also handed over his medicinal bath prescription to Lin Meng. 1 week later. You have read numerous medical books, reviewed the medical knowledge you have learned in your past life, and continuously comprehended it. You have gained an epiphany, and your medical skills have been elevated to a higher level. Based on a medicinal bath formula and advanced medical skills, you have created the Lin Meng Brand Building Foundation Medicinal Bath 1.0. Lin Meng Brand Foundation Building Medicine Bath 1.0. Compared to the original, the efficacy has doubled, and the side effects are extremely low. The side effects can be eliminated after a 3-day interval between each use. Okay, this is the most suitable foundation building medicinal bath formula that I can deduce based on my current medical knowledge. Lin Meng breathed a sigh and murmured to himself. To create a better foundation medicine bath, it requires more relevant medical knowledge, as well as knowledge of human body structure and other aspects. Eating food internally, digesting it through the Shiuan technique, using foundation building medicine baths externally, and supplementing it with swordsmanship exercises should be the best solution currently that can help me quickly improve my strength. Lin Meng whispered softly, then frowned, and a realization flashed through his mind. Over the course of a week, I have accumulated an understanding of the operation of the Shiuan technique and the digestive system in my body, along with advanced medical knowledge. Perhaps I can already try to deduce the pirate version of Liuku Immortal Thief. Thinking of this, Lin Meng closed his eyes and saw the overwhelming perception of the color, looking inside his body with all his might, simultaneously operating the element eating technique, combined with the accumulated knowledge in the mind, begin to comprehend and deduce. You have a profound understanding of the digestive system of your body, combined with relevant medical knowledge of the human body, and you have an epiphany. With your advanced diet element technique, you have created the pirate version of Liuku Immortal Thief. New book set sale, seeking flowers, seeking monthly tickets, seeking evaluation tickets, seeking support. New book set sale, seeking flowers, seeking monthly tickets, seeking evaluation tickets, seeking support. Chapter 7. The Root of Dominance, covering the whole body with arms. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Success. Lin Meng let out a light sigh. After creating the pirate version of Liuku Immortal Thief, Lin Meng's original elemental eating technique in his body naturally transformed into the operation of the 6 treasures Immortal Thief. In a moment Lin Meng's inner vision had a domineering aura, sensing that only a special aura had emerged from within his body out of thin air. It's not about seeing, hearing, or being armed, let alone being domineering. This is a very pure and high-quality attribute-free domineering force. This pure and domineering aura, with the operation of the 6 treasures Immortal Thief, emerged out of thin air within Lin Meng's body. Then it flows through his 6 organs, including the large intestine, small intestine, stomach, triple burner, gallbladder, and bladder, continuously expanding and then flowing into his limbs, enhancing his physique. Is this qi? Not entirely, it's more like a kind of dominance similar to qi, pure dominance. Lin Meng pondered and gained a preliminary understanding of the pure and domineering aura in his body. The power system of a one-person world is qi, and the 6 treasures Immortal Thieves were also created based on qi. In the world of pirates, it is obvious that there is no qi, but there is dominance. Therefore, Lin Meng created the pirate version of Liuku Immortal Thief based on the template of a single person named Liuku Immortal Thief, and then relied on it to become domineering. Lin Meng realized the pure and domineering aura nurtured in his body, and soon realized its effect. This is a pure and domineering aura. This pure and domineering aura is the purest potential power of the human body. Applying this pure aura to the aura of seeing and hearing colors can significantly enhance and strengthen the aura of seeing and hearing colors. Similarly, when used in armed or even dominant colors, it can also have the same enhancement effect. Not only that, with the growth of this pure and domineering aura, it can also quickly improve physical fitness and strengthen the physique. This pure and domineering aura is similar to the chi in one person and the true chi in martial arts. In the rules of the pirate world, it is the source of power within the human body in the world of pirates. As for the aura of seeing, hearing, armed, and even domineering, they are just powers derived from this pure and domineering source. Unexpectedly discovered the root of human power. In this way, the longevity method I want to create has a practical foundation and is no longer just a draft of a goal plan. After realizing these things, Lin Meng was extremely excited in his heart. Take a moment to calm down the excitement in your heart. Lin Meng sensed the pure and domineering aura in his body and pondered. The pure and domineering aura in the human body is called the source chi, which is the abbreviation of the source of domineering energy. The source of this pure and domineering aura was discovered by him through excavation, so Lin Meng naturally named it. The amount of newly born source gas in my body is defined as 1 part of the source gas. By incorporating scientific thinking, Lin Meng quantified the newly born source gas in his body. Subsequently, Lin Meng's mind moved and he saw, heard, and inquired about information, conducting a self-examination. Name: Lin Meng. Age: 10 years old. Strength: Sword Hero. Source gas: 1. Portion: Ability. Basic swordsmanship, breathing of everything, seeing, smelling colors, information exploration, Ryoku Immortal Thief. Pirate Edition, medical skill. Advanced, fishing. Advanced. After roughly understanding my current situation, Lin Meng felt the slowly growing source of energy, at the same time, experienced the ability effects of the pirate version of Ryoku Immortal Thief. Since it is based on the template of one person among the 6 treasures Immortal Thieves, Lin Meng naturally knows the flaws of one person among the 6 treasures Immortal Thieves. So when creating the pirate version of Ryoku Immortal Thief, all possible flaws were optimized by Lin Meng. At present, the abilities of the pirate version of Ryoku Immortal Thief are not limited to the unexpectedly discovered source of domineering energy. Source energy. The body's absorption and digestion ability has also increased by 10 times. At the same time, plants, trees, gold, stones, and even toxins, garbage, etc. can be decomposed, absorbed, and digested. Even without eating, it can absorb nutrients between heaven and earth to survive. Users can also restrain all their breath, making it difficult to detect even when they see or smell it. Among them, what pleased Lin Meng was that using the Ryoku Immortal Thief could help him maintain strong energy for a long time, greatly delaying his body's aging. Lin Meng estimated that his current lifespan can definitely reach over 200 years. This is a great motivation for his idea of creating the law of longevity. After completing the creation of the pirate version of Ryoku Immortal Thief, to reward himself, Lin Meng rowed a fishing boat and caught 6 big fish in a row. Next to the wooden house, a fire was lit and grilled fish was eaten. The source gas has increased to 5 parts. Eat all 6 roasted big fish and fully digest and absorb them under the operation of the Ryoku Immortal Thief. Lin Meng perceives that the source energy is as strong as 5 parts. Meanwhile, as the source gas flowed through his body, Lin Meng roughly felt that his physical fitness had doubled compared to before. Lin Meng had a premonition that if he wanted to awaken his armed colors now, he should be able to do so. However, compared to seeing and hearing colors, armed colors require greater physical fitness. At the same time, with a strong physique, as soon as you awaken your armed colors, your range and intensity will also be stronger. So Lin Meng used the source gas to nourish his body for some time. Another week has passed. Lin Meng has read all the medical books that Gueina can find. You have read a large number of medical books, and through continuous comprehension, your medical skills have been elevated to a proficient level. The island where Frost Moon Village is located should have absorbed all the medical knowledge I can obtain. If I want to obtain deeper medical knowledge, I can only seek it from outside. Putting down the medical book in his hand, Lin Meng thought to himself. However, he has no plans to leave Frost Moon Village for the time being, so he can only temporarily suspend his medical studies. Putting down the medical book in his hand, Lin Meng walked out of the small cabin, rowed a fishing boat, and caught 10 big fish before returning. Source gas increased by 3 parts. As the source gas grows, the amount of source gas that can be increased for the same amount of food is also decreasing. Roast 10 big fish and eat them, feeling the growth of source energy, Lin Meng thought to himself. At this moment, his body's source of energy has reached 56. When the source gas reached 10, Lin Mengta's body, which was only 10 years old, was no longer weaker than that of a strong adult man. Nowadays, 56 sources of energy far exceed the combined physique of 6 strong adult men. Although there is no reference, Lin Meng estimates that he should not be weaker than the elite generals of the Navy headquarters based solely on his physique. It's time to awaken the dominance of armed colors. Lin Meng scrutinized his robust body and murmured. As long as the physical strength of the body is reached, the awakening of armed color dominance will become very easy. Moreover, Lin Meng's body still has the source of domineering energy. So, just close your eyes for a moment and realize you feel the special strength in your body's defense, and you realize the awakening of armed color dominance. Armed colors are domineering. Lin Meng opened his eyes and raised his arms, as the black armed color quickly covered his arms. Not only that, the armed aura was fully unleashed, instantly spreading from Lin Meng's arms and covering his entire body. Lin Meng's armed aura only awakened, and his entire body could be covered in range. And some people awaken their armed dominance, practice for more than a decade, and may only be able to cover 2 arms. After experiencing the dominance of the armed color for a while, Lin Meng sat on the ground, concentrating. He planned to continue awakening the dominance of the armed color. Chapter 8. Wang's Qualifications. Teach Gueina. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Is overbearing and domineering innate? Only those who possess the king's qualifications are qualified to awaken their dominance. Is this true? Is it because the strong exist first that the dominant color is awakened, or is it because the dominant color is awakened that one becomes a strong one? And do I have the so-called king's qualifications? Lin Meng chuckled to himself in his heart. He actually disdains the so-called king's qualifications in his heart. In Lin Meng's opinion, he is bound to awaken his dominance. And this must have nothing to do with the so-called king's qualifications. Because when he discovers the source of dominance and masters the source energy, he will inevitably be able to awaken the dominance of the dominant color. As for whether he had the qualifications of a king before, it doesn't matter to him. Because whether it's seeing, hearing, armed, or domineering, they are all just derivatives of the root of dominance. One breath spreads 3 colors. The strong players in the world of pirates use the 3 colors of domineering power, which is only derived from the root of domineering power and belongs to the realm of knowledge. And Lin Meng, who has discovered and mastered the root power of dominance, now belongs to the realm of understanding. In terms of understanding of dominance, Lin Meng already belongs to 2 different versions from the strong ones in the world of pirates. With these thoughts in mind, Lin Meng slowly closed his eyes and, through the source of his domineering spirit, felt the dominant aura that belonged to the realm of spirit. You feel the special power of the spiritual realm, and you awaken the domineering and domineering color. As Lin Meng closed his eyes, the surroundings seemed to fall into silence. But only for a while. A powerful and awe-inspiring aura suddenly emanated from Lin Meng. At the same time, it was faintly visible that there were several red thunderbolts flickering near Lin Meng's body. In an instant, the surrounding insects and snakes fell silent. This powerful momentum just surged out of Lin Meng's body, condensed on him, stood still for a moment, and then surged into the clouds, instantly dispersing all the white clouds above. But in the next moment, this powerful momentum suddenly disappeared without a trace. However, even in this brief moment, Lin Meng's awakened dominance still caused a ripple outside the small wooden house. Yina, who came to find Lin Meng for tutoring, was intimidated by her domineering aura and persisted for only a few seconds before fainting outside the wooden house. Frost Moon Village, One Heart Dojo. Frost Moon farmer Shiro, who was wiping his sword, suddenly opened his slightly narrowed eyes and looked up at the sky. Overlord color. Frost Moon cultivates for Lang to whisper softly. Then his gaze crossed the path and turned to the remote wooden house by the seaside. It's Lin Meng. With his terrifying talent, it is only natural for him to awaken his tyrannical nature. Retrieving his gaze, Frost Moon Kenzaburo lowered his head and continued to wipe his sword. On the distant sea surface of Frost Moon Village, a naval ship with a dog-headed bow is sailing on the sea surface. On the deck of the warship, Cap lay on a sun chair, eating donuts while basking in the sun. At this moment, Cap, who was lying comfortably, suddenly sat up from the sun chair and looked at the distant sky. He muttered to himself, somewhat inexplicably, "You're a king." "General Kapu, what happened?" The attendant on the side noticed Cap's actions and asked. "It's indeed a domineering color, but it disappeared." Kapu exuded a sense of sight and smell, wanting to explore where the dominant color had just emerged. However, as the domineering aura disappeared, he could not explore it no matter what. "It's okay, keep sailing." After discovering that it was impossible to investigate, Captain lays down and lay down on the sun chair, while waving to the attendant beside him. "Did you hide it?" However, people with domineering qualities will definitely not remain anonymous all along. Kapu thought to himself. Is this the dominant color? Converged the domineering aura emanating from the initial awakening. Constraining the domineering aura around his body, Lin Meng felt it carefully and whispered softly. Gueina. At this moment, Lin Meng, who had just opened his eyes from his realization, was taken aback when he saw Gueina lying outside the door. Hurriedly approached, picked up Gueina, and placed her on the wooden bed inside the house. "It seems that I have awakened my dominant color, which has knocked me unconscious." Seeing and sensing Gueina's situation, Lin Meng sighed silently. He didn't expect that Gueina would come over to find him at this time. She can only be considered unlucky. After a while, Gueina slowly regained consciousness. "Lin Meng, this is. Why did I suddenly faint?" After regaining consciousness, Gueina rubbed her head and looked around in confusion. Cough cough. "Gueina, what's up with you coming to me?" Lin Meng coughed lightly and directly changed the topic. "Oh, by the way, Lin Meng, I've awakened to the dominance of seeing and hearing, you see." Upon hearing Lin Meng's inquiry, Gueina's face showed a joyful expression, like a child seeking praise from the teacher after achieving full marks in the exam. So Lin Meng praised and said, "You have indeed seen and heard of it. Congratulations, Gueina." "Hehe, Sauron hasn't awakened yet, I've surpassed him again." Gueina smiled joyfully. Looking at the joyful Gueina, Lin Meng's mood couldn't help but relax. "So, I caught a few big fish and grilled them, and started eating them together with Gueina." After spending some time together, Lin Meng and Gueina have already become familiar with each other. Moreover, Gueina still admires Lin Meng very much in her heart. Therefore, while eating grilled fish, she couldn't help but confide in Lin Meng. "Lin Meng, do you really mean that a female swordsman can never become the world's largest swordsman due to physical and mental limitations?" Upon hearing Gueina's confession, Lin Meng fell silent for a moment. He knew that this was the biggest hurdle in Gueina's heart. So after thinking for a moment, Lin Meng said, "Becoming the world's largest swordsman is not determined by gender differences. Talent, hard work, luck, swordsmanship, inheritance, and so on, these are not things that can be erased with just one sentence about gender differences between men and women. However, girls' physical strength is indeed inferior to boys. Here, I'll teach you a secret technique that can strengthen your body. Not only that, but it can also maintain girls' healthy physique and promote development." After speaking, Lin Meng took up Gueina's small hand and taught her the cultivation method of the eating element technique. Just as Lin Meng suddenly pulled up her hand, Gueina was still a bit confused, but soon immersed herself in learning the elemental art. When Gueina swallows grilled fish and learns the element eating technique, Lin Meng's perception of sight, smell, and color explored and perceived Gueina's body by holding her little hand. Especially in Gueina's body, the situation during the operation of the elemental eating technique, the effect of Gueina's operation of the elemental eating technique is only about 80% of what I did before, it's not bad. Lin Meng estimated and nodded in satisfaction. Glancing at Gueina, who was learning the elemental art for the first time and was immersed in it, Lin Meng took a bite of grilled fish and pondered in his heart. The three colors dominance has been fully awakened, and the physique has now reached the standard. Next, you can go and learn the One Heart flowing swordsmanship and flowing sakura dominant technique from teacher Geng Shiro. Chapter 9. Geng Shiro's Shock and Understanding of Advanced Armed Forces. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Well, the grilled fish I just ate was digested so quickly. Lin Meng, your secret technique is so impressive. Learn the element eating technique and run it once. Gueina opened her bright eyes and looked at Lin Meng with admiration. Lin Meng humbly said, it's just average. Then, looking at Gueina, he asked, Gueina, what do you feel in your body after practicing the element eating technique? Lin Meng plans to collect data on others practicing the techniques he created. Feeling, it feels like my stomach is warm, as if some heat is flowing through my body. Gueina pondered for a moment and expressed her feelings. Lin Meng nodded and conducted a detailed investigation of Gueina's body based on her previous observations, as well as her own feelings. Quickly, Lin Meng recorded the data information of Gueina's practice of eating elemental magic. Lin Meng has realized and calculated that accumulating enough data will be helpful in deducing the updated version of the Liuku Immortal Thief. For Lin Meng, the more cultivation data he has, the better. Just at present, Lin Meng feels that his strength is not enough. So there is no intention of spreading the cultivation methods he created on a large scale. For now, it is better to start spreading from people around us, which is also convenient for collecting data. Not long. After finishing the grilled fish, Lin Meng and Gueina went to Isin Dojo together. In the dojo, Lin Meng found Frost Moon Farmer who was wiping and maintaining his sword. Seeing Lin Meng and Gueina coming together, Frost Moon Shiro put down his sword and a faint smile appeared on his face. During this period, he also noticed the increasingly familiar relationship between Gueina and Lin Meng. Regarding this, Geng Xilang did not express much and allowed it to develop smoothly. Lin Meng, Gueina, what's up? Frost Moon Shiro asked. Father, I have awakened to the dominance of seeing and hearing. Gueina looked at Frost Moon Shiro and smiled happily. Frost Moon Farmer Silo was taken aback and exclaimed in surprise, Gueina, have you awakened to the dominance of seeing and hearing colors? He really didn't expect that Gueina could awaken the dominance of seeing and hearing at her current age. After a moment of relaxation, Shiro's gaze turned to Lin Meng. He knew that Gueina's ability to awaken her aura at this age must be related to Lin Meng. Teacher, this is the practice method of seeing, hearing, color, and dominance that I have developed. Noticing the gaze of Frost Moon Shiro, Lin Meng smiled and took out a booklet. It records his creation of the method of practicing the domineering aura of seeing, hearing, and color. Frost Moon Farmer Silo pondered for a moment, took the booklet, and flipped through it. Touch. After quickly flipping through the booklet, Geng Shiro quickly closed it. At this moment, Frost Moon Farmer's heart was like a raging storm. Even though he had already awakened his aura and reached a higher level. But after reading Lin Meng's research on the methods of practicing color dominance, I still felt incredibly shocked. Because Geng Shiro discovered. If you practice according to this method of seeing, hearing, and looking domineering. Even ordinary people can theoretically awaken their aura of seeing, hearing, and being domineering. You should know that domineering power only becomes very common in the latter half of a great voyage. And where is the second half of the great route? That is the sea area traversed by elite powerhouses who emerged from the four seas and were killed in the first half of the great voyage. Dominance is a power that only strong individuals are qualified to learn and master. And now, through Lin Meng's research on the practice of seeing, hearing, and color dominance, ordinary people can also learn to be domineering. Once this method of cultivation spreads, it is completely capable of changing the entire world pattern. Frost Moon cultivates for Lang not to know whether this is good or bad. But he knew that his disciple, Lin Meng, who created the practice of seeing and hearing the color and domineering aura, would inevitably face pressure from all sides. So, Frost Moon farmer Shiro closed the booklet and looked seriously at Lin Meng, asking, "Lin Meng, who else have you seen the colorful dominance cultivation method besides Gueina?" "Sauron." "Sauron. That's good too." Frost Moon farmer nodded and said in a serious tone, "Lin Meng, you must promise me not to let untrustworthy people know about this domineering cultivation method until you have enough confidence." "Don't worry, teacher, I have a plan in mind." Of course, Lin Meng knew about Frost Moon farming's concerns. Although it didn't seem like much to him, he still spoke up and responded, reassuring Frost Moon Geng Shiro. Yina on the side suddenly felt a bit confused. She didn't know why her father suddenly became serious after reading the booklet. "Yina, don't say anything about the domineering cultivation method, do you understand?" Frost Moon farmer looked at Yina and said, "Understood, father." Although I don't know what happened, Yina still responded seriously. "On Sauron's side, I will also talk to him later." Frost Moon farmer looked at Lin Meng and said, "Okay." Lin Meng Dao. For the time being, he had no idea or need to spread the law to the outside world, and shrugged casually. Frost Moon farmer returned the booklet to Lin Meng and then asked, "Do you have anything else to do?" Lin Meng walked up and said, "Teacher, I have also awakened to the dominance of armed colors, so I want to learn the vulgar Sakura dominance technique and the One Heart Flow sword technique." "Is Luying domineering and Yixinliu swordsmanship?" "Sure." Frost Moon farmer nodded. Later, he spoke up and said, "The domineering aura of the flowing Sakura is actually an armed color. The name flowing Sakura comes from the kingdom of harmony. Armed color dominance can be divided into 4 levels. Hardening, entanglement, external release, internal destruction." Quickly, Frost Moon Genjiro explained all the advanced techniques of armed color dominance. Lin Meng nodded and memorized all of Frost Moon's explanation in his mind. "You have listened to and learned advanced skills and knowledge of armed color dominance, and you have comprehended the hardening, entanglement, external release, and internal destruction of armed color dominance at the same time." With the blessing of his innate ability to overcome the heavens, Lin Meng quickly grasped the advanced skills and knowledge of armed color dominance that he had learned. Frost Moon Kenzaburo's slightly narrowed eyes were wide open at this moment, shocked to see Lin Meng attempting to harden, entangle, release, and destroy the internal aura of armed color in front of him one by one. At this moment, he could fully feel Lin Meng's terrifying talent. The extent of this demon has completely surpassed his imagination. Suddenly, Frost Moon cultivated for Lang had a feeling that he had overreacted when he saw the practice of seeing and smelling the powerful aura. With the talent of Lin Meng's demon, he is bound to rise rapidly. In the future, even if the domineering cultivation method spreads, it will only be his duty to exert pressure on others. So there's no need to worry about Lin Meng at all. Frost Moon farmer's heart couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Looking at Lin Meng, who has learned advanced techniques of armed color dominance, Frost Moon farmer Shiro then shared all the knowledge of One Heart Flow swordsmanship with Lin Meng again. Chapter 10. Swordsmanship, Pirate Ship, Business. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. You have listened to and learned the knowledge of One Heart Flow Swordsmanship, and you have comprehended One Heart Flow Swordsmanship with the explanation of Frost Moon Geng Shiro's swordsmanship knowledge completed. In no time, Lin Meng comprehended and learned the One Heart Flow Swordsmanship. What a terrible talent! Watching Lin Meng understand and master the One Heart Flow Swordsmanship while listening, Frost Moon Farmer couldn't help but sigh. Lin Meng actually enjoys the feeling of being able to learn as soon as possible. This feeling is too comfortable. After learning the One Heart Flow Swordsmanship, Lin Meng looked at Frost Moon Farmer and after a moment of contemplation, he asked a question in his heart. Teacher Geng, swordsman, and swordsmen are distinguished by their ability to comprehend the breadth of all things and cut through the realm of steel. So, what is the distinction between the swords of sword heroes and great sword heroes? Upon hearing Lin Meng's inquiry, Frost Moon Farmer's face showed a smile. He picked up a long knife next to him. The armed aura surged and wrapped around the entire blade, instantly turning into a black sword. Later, Frost Moon Genjiro said, the obvious difference between a swordsman and a great swordsman lies in whether they can rely on their own strength to forge a black sword. A swordsman who can forge a black sword on his own is a great swordsman. Lin Meng nodded, somewhat enlightened, and said, Black blade and great swordsman, I see. So, Father, what conditions do you need to meet to become the world's largest swordsman? Yina on the side couldn't help but ask when she heard this. Frost Moon Geng Shiro glanced at Yina, sighed, and said. Yina, the greatest swordsman in the world who can fight and defeat all challengers the most. Yina glanced at Lin Meng and murmured, to defeat everyone and become the world's largest swordsman. This is too difficult. She is well aware that she cannot defeat Lin Meng. In that case, she will never be able to become the world's largest swordsman. Gueina, you don't have to make me your target. But you can give it a try first and become the world's #1 female swordsman. Noticing Yina's gaze, Lin Meng smiled and replied. That's right, I can become the world's #1 female swordsman, so I don't have to challenge Lin Meng. Yina's eyes lit up, and she had another goal to strive for. Lin Meng, do you have anything else to ask? At this moment, Frost Moon Farmer looked at Lin Meng and asked. Lin Meng thought for a moment, took out a prescription, and said. Teacher Geng, this is the medicinal bath prescription I have developed. I need to know the purchasing methods for these medicinal herbs. Frost Moon Farmer took the prescription, squinted his eyes and carefully looked at it, then smiled and said. This prescription was modified by you on the Roranoia family bath prescription, right? Lin Meng nodded and said, yes, teacher. The prescription for the foundation medicine bath was optimized and deduced from the prescription given by Sorong, so there are traces of the original prescription in it. Just to Lin Meng's surprise, Frost Moon Farmer Shiro could see it. It seems that Frost Moon Farmer Shiro has been exposed to the prescription of the original medicinal bath before. Sauron's parents are my friends, Yina. In total, Sauron is still your cousin. Remember to take care of him in the future. Frost Moon Gengshiro responded briefly, then turned his gaze to the prescription. And beside her, Yina felt very surprised. She didn't expect that the green algae head Sauron had such an identity. The prescription is indeed good, and the effect should be much improved compared to the original prescription. After carefully reading the prescription for the foundation medicine bath, Frost Moon Farmer sighed. A while ago, Yina was also aware of the search for traditional Chinese medicine books in the dojo. I just didn't expect that medical books were actually intended for Lin Meng to learn. Now looking at the optimized prescriptions, Frost Moon Geng realized that Lin Meng's talent for demons may not only be reflected in his swordsmanship cultivation. There are some medicinal herbs on this in the dojo, and I estimate I can get you 3 portions. If you want medicinal herbs again, you can only purchase them from outside the island. Not far from Grand Island, it is a trading hub in the nearby sea area and should be able to buy enough medicinal herbs. But, Lin Meng, do you have Bailey? Frost Moon cultivates for Lang to say. Lin Meng was also taken aback by this question and scratched his head. Indeed, it seems that I need to think about how to earn some Bailey. Seeing Lin Meng being asked, Frost Moon Farmer smiled with satisfaction and said, I will provide you with 3 medicinal herbs first. You can think of a solution for the rest of the herbs yourself. Thank you very much, teacher, Lin Meng said. After obtaining 3 medicinal herbs from Frost Moon Farmer, Lin Meng and Gueina walked out of the dojo. Gueina, here's a medicinal herb for you. Lin Meng handed a portion of medicinal herbs to Gueina. Lin Meng, I'll give you all 3 medicinal herbs, said Gueina. The time spent using 2 medicinal herbs is enough, and by then I should be able to earn enough to buy more medicinal herbs. Do you want to take a medicinal bath with me, Gueina? It's not impossible either, Lin Meng said with a smile. Gueina blushed and snatched a portion of medicinal herbs before fleeing. Watching Gueina's fleeing figure, Lin Meng chuckled. Returning to the cabin, Lin Meng boiled water and first prepared a foundation medicine bath. Soaking in the foundation medicine bath, Lin Meng can feel the subtle warm currents that are absorbed by the body's skin from the medicine bath. The skin and muscles on the surface of the body slowly improve and strengthen under the action of the medicinal bath. In the following days, Lin Meng continuously integrated the knowledge he had gained from Frost Moon Farmer during his practice. He is becoming increasingly proficient in the 4 techniques of hardening, entangling, external release, and internal destruction, which are all powerful in armed colors. At the same time, Yixinliu's swordsmanship had already been practiced to the core by him. This day, Lin Meng sat on the beach not far from the cabin. Memories of the bits and pieces of heartfelt swordsmanship in my mind. One Heart Flow swordsmanship mainly focuses on Juha/. Sauron's future various residential swordsmanship skills are derived from the One Heart Flow swordsmanship. Lin Meng also plans to base his sword skills on One Heart Flow. Combined with memories, some information about swordsmanship from anime novels I have read in my past life. Create some powerful sword techniques that belong to him. Soon, Lin Meng had an idea in his heart. At this moment, on the distant sea, a huge wave struck towards the beach where he was located. Lin Meng closed his eyes and held his bamboo sword in a reclusive position as the waves were about to hit the beach. Quickly pull out the bamboo sword and swung it out. Slash it with one sword. In an instant, the entire wave, all the way to the sea behind the waves, was cut in half by this sword. You delve deeply into the One Heart Flow swordsmanship, combined with your ingenious ideas, and you have an epiphany. You have comprehended the heaven-slaying and pulling swordsmanship. When Lin Meng swung open the waves and sea with a sword, he also successfully grasped a powerful sword technique. The sky-slaying sword technique. Zhan Tian Ba swordsmanship, not bad. Lin Meng opened his eyes from his insights. Looking ahead at the huge waves and sea that had been cut open, I nodded in satisfaction. At this moment, Lin Meng suddenly noticed a pirate ship hanging a pirate flag on the distant sea surface. Pirate ship, business is here. Lin Meng's heart suddenly rejoiced. In the single-line manga of One Piece, the publicly available family tree of Sauron indicates that Sauron is actually a descendant of the sister of Frost Moon Namaru, Frost Moon Jinzi, so he is related to Gueina. Today's fifth watch, seeking flowers, seeking monthly tickets, seeking evaluation tickets, seeking support.